Hello, everyone. Well, okay, I forgot I had my intro there. Hey, this is just last minute surprise stream. I forgot the Dice Awards was tonight, so I'm doing a reaction in the dark. Um, yeah, it just started. I missed first 2 minutes, I think. Um, I usually don't react to stuff like this, but I'm like, okay, it's on right now. I might as well just put it on. We'll see. I've actually never actually watched through all the Dice Awards. I've seen like clips um with Greg Miller here, but with the closed captions on. Let's put closed caption on. I might be like half paying attention to this because I might want to try to do a little bit of research for the free games thing. I might step away at times, but yes. Anyways, I might might step away at times, but I'll still try to be watching. So you might get a chair stream for a bit.
Difficulty hard. Like, how much do these bonuses need to be that you keep laying these people off?
Hell yeah, Greg. Go off, Greg.
Bungie laid off hundreds of people last year, while the CEO of the company was apparently spending millions of dollars on old cars. I'll say this. It's rare to see an executive literally driving a company into the ground.
Fuck yeah.
And we're just getting started, everybody. Yeah. All right? So again, all I want you to do is just strap in. Because it's been a rough year. It's been a rough year for everybody out there, all right? And it's only
I wonder if he's also the same executive that fired the HR person
Just gonna put that.
that they hired for
Yeah. Well,
like inappropriate workplace behavior over like
Ubisoft, they got layoffs, they got scandals, they got hostile takeovers.
saying like that one of their employees of color felt uncomfortable with management and they took offense to that and fired her.
They would be doing so much better. So much better.
Yeah, and on top of that, GameStop shut down Game Informer.
And that one really hurt. I can't believe that. Of course, Game Informer was the best
Oh
part.
shit, that was last year. Damn. I forgot that happened that recent.
Yeah, now unfortunately, the best part about a GameStop is leaving the GameStop.
Walking out, yeah.
Yeah.
That one was flat. Okay.
They also meant like a very
there was a lot of annoying culture war stuff around games in 2024.
very like distasteful joke during the PlayStation outage too. GameStop.
Not being attractive anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, we still talking about that?
I have a very
It's so
nuanced
annoying.
opinion on it, which is basically, who fucking cares? Have these people seen a woman up close before? What the fuck are we talking about, everybody? But of course, you can tell times are tough because Indiana Jones fighting Nazis in games is now considered political.
Yeah. But you know what? Let's celebrate the good.
Of course.
Personally, we are so glad that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is nominated for 6 awards tonight. Yeah. Including Game of the Year.
Including Game of the Year. Let me tell you, nobody, and I mean nobody, gets screwed out of awards more than a December video game.
I don't even know what the nominees are.
For Christmas, but terrible for trophies.
And they're,
For trophies, and this isn't
we
even a joke.
we usually do the Game Awards for Spawn Trap. I don't even know if I'm uploading this to YouTube, so I haven't looked into what's nominated for Dice.
Like Indiana Jones.
It does.
Also, Troy Baker, if you're out there, if you ever want to leave me voicemails as Indiana Jones, feel free.
Okay.
I get one. Come on.
You get one. You get as many as you want. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
I see Rod Ferguson over here. Of course, one of my favorite games, Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred, is nominated for Online Game of the Year. Get your hands together.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rod. Of course, that is a game that takes real skill.
It does. Yeah, and I'm not trying to flatter everyone here, but if I know one thing about this audience, is that none of you had to pay someone to play Diablo for you.
It's hard to level up your own characters when you're dismantling democracy.
I feel like we're in good company here, but just in case for the people online, if you get mad at the joke. It's Greg Miller. G-R-E-G.
M-I-L-L-E-R. Fuck Elon Musk and fuck Donald Trump.
Hell yeah, Greg. I can't wait for the comments on the kind of funny posts.
That's right. For example, the PlayStation
A
5
whole
Pro
list of
came out last
exposed
year.
people to block.
True, yeah. You know,
Love it.
it's so powerful that Sony is almost ready to make a game for it.
Basically, in 2024, Sony made a powerful PlayStation. So powerful, it had never been this powerful before. It was the most powerful PlayStation of all time.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and in 2024, Microsoft made Xbox more confusing than ever. That was not, come on.
I mean, I get it. Everything's an Xbox with the screen. I think it's cool, but whatever. Online people hate it. But of course, we did finally get the big
They do.
announcement.
Online
the Switch
people
2.
do.
It's huge. It's a huge deal.
I'm so excited. I mean, we're still waiting on a lot of the important details, of course.
Of course. It's expected to release later this year, and based on tariffs, it's going to cost about $17,000.
Still cheaper than eggs, but you know,
Still
it's fine.
cheaper than eggs. That is correct. Well, it'd be easier to get than eggs
I know,
as well.
honestly.
Yeah. There won't be a
Another
Switch
big story from
flu.
the past year was a lot of companies have been trying to figure out how to incorporate AI into their games.
And Stella and I actually have a very easy solution.
Yeah, ready? Don't steal my joke. Don't steal my line.
Don't put AI in your games. We stopped the NFT thing. We should learn from that mistake. We should also not do the AI thing, okay?
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, but some of you in this audience are real heroes. As a resident of Los Angeles, and I know some of y'all are too, I want to personally thank each and every one of you who donated or put your game in a bundle or did anything to raise money to help with the fires. Seriously, thank you.
Of course, so many people did great stuff. Let us give you one example.
Oh.
Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is nominated for 3 awards tonight, and that's impressive on its own.
Even more impressive, a bundle created for Call of Duty raised over $1.6 million to help with the LA fires. And then Activision donated another $1 million. So let's give it up for them.
Oh yeah.
It was just Activision's way of saying, we love you, Los Angeles.
Yeah, but also Treyarch's way of saying, we're so sorry that Peter Ackerman flew a drone into that plane.
It turns out you can't solve every problem with a joystick.
No, unfortunately. But also, sorry, Treyarch. We know he's not actually there anymore. Sorry.
But we also know it definitely came up in some conversations, so.
Yeah. But also nominated tonight is Balatro.
Yes. You already know, but Balatro is great because at its core, it's an addictively simple game.
Yeah, I know some of y'all are playing it right now on your phones. So. But describing Balatro to someone makes you sound like an insane person.
Okay, so it's poker, but there's like 50 jokers. And you can only use 5 of them unless, of course, you have a negative joker, which gives you more jokers.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That sounds easy.
Very easy. I don't know why people have so much trouble with it. It's also wild, of course, that the developer of Balatro is anonymous.
Yeah, so if any of you...
That's why I didn't know that about Balatro. So that's why Joker's on the cover. Or a Joker is on the cover.
I
Or
created
all the
Balatro,
promotional
with all the
material.
cards and stuff.
Oh my god. Can I buy you a drink later?
It's that easy, everybody. And I think it's open bar, so that's even weirder. But that's right. The developer of Balatro is anonymous. I mean, seriously, who is this Joker? I can't believe they're booing you, Stella.
How dare you?
This is actually true, of course. We were actually told to only do one Balatro joke.
Also, by the
So what
way,
you said, nobody does
I maybe
just
like
one round
you might be
of
seeing
Balatro.
my like wince and like with my neck. I got
'Cause
my
you
neck
play
is like
it
killing me today.
fast
I don't
and
know
you play
what
a lot of
I
rounds
did
on-
wrong.
Oh, now they're hissing. Damn, they hate you.
Some
They hate you, Stella. Wow.
Okay, fine. What
I
about
didn't.
Masterbot?
My workstation maybe not ergonomic enough. I don't know,
What an
but my neck is
amazing
like
game. So
fucking
deserving of a nomination for Game of
like the
the
worst
Year.
has been in
I
a long
know,
time.
right? Astrobot was like a beautiful commercial for every game that Sony doesn't make anymore.
That's a good one.
Look, bring back Parappa the Rapper already. I need a reason to...
Come on, where is he? Bring him back!
Oh, also, let's not forget about Marvel Rivals, which is nominated for Online Game of the Year.
What a
I need to play more of
great
that.
game.
I haven't had a lot of time to play that yet. I know that they're adding the Thing and Human
Anyone who
Torch.
didn't clap probably worked on Overwatch, right?
Yeah, 100%.
But also, I like that games named Halls of Torment, Vessel of Hatred, and Mouthwashing are all nominated, and surprisingly, the one that messed me up the most is Mouthwashing.
Yeah, of course. I don't want to get too graphic. I don't want to spoil anything either, but in that game, you cut off a piece of another character's leg and feed it to him.
You literally just spoiled it.
The fuck, Court.
They don't care.
Yeah.
Court told me
You know,
about
I'm about to spoil something too because
This is their,
it's
like,
crazy.
game
The
of
same exact thing
year
happened
last
in
year.
the Plucky Squire.
I didn't see it coming. You know, such a nice little art style, and I'm just feeding people legs. It's weird. Also, is it me, or is role-playing game of the year one of the most wild categories this year?
Yeah, I mean, literally, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth allow you to ride dolphins. So let me repeat that. 2 of the nominated games allow you to ride dolphins.
Come on, you can go. It's fine. John Vignacchi knows it's impressive, right, John? Yeah, thank you very much. But of course, I think we can all agree that it's the story in a role-playing game that really gives you porpoise.
Oh, boo.
That was,
Man, Stella, I'll see if I can get Jessica Chobat back. I don't know, man.
I will literally powerbomb you through a table.
Fair enough.
Thank you. Anyways, so there is Helldivers 2 also, which we both loved, which is, yeah.
Come on. For Super Earth!
Yes. Yes, and Helldivers 2 is nominated for 6 awards tonight, including
Damn.
Game of the Year.
Damn. 6 awards.
Now, if you're not familiar with Helldivers 2, it's a game in which the Earth could be destroyed if Arrowhead ever uses the PlayStation Network login screen again. Turns out PC gamers really hate that. Who would have thought? All right, we're going to start giving out the awards, but I wanted to give you all one more time to give it up for yourselves, please, everybody.
Oh, Stellar Mess, The Princess Conundrum
And
Chapter
please
1
give it
is
up for
free
New
on
House
Steam
for all
right
the
now.
amazing visuals throughout
14
the show
days.
that you'll be seeing quite shortly.
We really appreciate all of you.
Yeah, I know. I mean, listen, we may joke about the industry, but we truly love games more than anything.
Even more than family.
Oh. Hey, Jen, if you want to be with a real gamer, let me know. Just saying.
You look better in green.
I do. Thank you. But yeah, no, games are an art form that brings people together across the world in a time where we really need it.
And it's because of all of you, the developers, the staff, everyone that we have these games.
You are actually, literally the lifeblood of this industry, and you are what makes it great. So thank you so much, and congratulations.
Let's get on with the show, everybody. It's DICE! Right, just
Now, this isn't going to be like the Game Awards, as far as I'm aware. There's not going to be a ton of video game announcements or anything. It's just strictly an award show, which is, you know, what people complain about the Game Awards not being, and don't realize that this is a thing. That's the same comment we see every year. Focus on the awards. That's what this is for. The Game Awards is a giant commercial. This is not, so... Yeah, I want to know about this game. There's free DLC for Steam game called Royal Quest Online. If it's a free-to-play game, then it might be worth mentioning in the video. It's called Hero Powers, the DLC. Hero
Please welcome
Quest
to the
Online
stage one of the
is a
creative forces
free-to-play
behind
game.
World of Warcraft and current CEO of Bonfire Studios, the developer behind the highly anticipated game Archeron, Rob Pardo.
Do I know this game?
It's nice to see everybody. You know, I think we can all agree that action games are some of the most popular games on the planet. But as tonight's nominees demonstrate, they're also way more varied than people give them credit for. From otherworldly team-based combat to intense mythological battles to literally becoming Batman, Each of these games prove that action games are always finding new ways to make our hearts pound. Here are the nominees.
The nominees for Action Game of the Year are Batman Arkham Shadow,
I've heard that's good. I just recently finished Arkham City and the DLC. So I'm looking forward to playing the rest. Not playing this. I don't have a VR thing.
Myth Wukong,
Okay. Well, so far I think this is winning. Like this compared to Batman. I don't know who votes on this stuff though. I think it's like actual developers are voting on this, right? Or no?
Call of Duty Black Ops 6,
I still feel like it's gonna be Black Myth.
Helldivers 2,
One of 6 awards, they said, right? Man, I don't know. I'm trying to think if I'll have time this weekend to watch Captain America.
Stellar Blade,
Trying to like plan it out, but I don't know. Stellar Blade. This is one of all those games that I do want to play. All the other ones I don't care about. Also, I don't know how long this award show is.
All right, and the winner is Helldivers 2.
All right. Are they going to sweep all 6 awards? That'd be crazy. Wait, you can get Gex on GOG?
This is great.
Crazy.
Okay, so when we launched Helldivers 1, we were actually here. My last time in Vegas was DICE, whenever it was, 2016. We're nominated for Action Game of the Year back then for Helldivers 1 as well. And
Oh,
now,
shit.
It kind of feels like we went full circle and actually completed that thing. I don't know. And of course, like the standard thing to do when you get an award is to thank the development team back home that's surely watching, and my heart goes out to them. So, team back home, to our partners that made this happen over at PlayStation and so forth. And then lastly, you know what the last thing you need to thank is? The gamers, right? So, thank you to those 3: team, partners, gamers. TGA. That's an unfortunate coincidence, isn't it? But think about this whenever somebody accepts an award, TJ. Okay, Matter?
No.
Thanks.
Probably not think that. Is Jeff Keighley in the crowd?
Adventure. The word alone evokes images of exploring exciting worlds and meeting strange characters. It's also been associated with video games since the very beginning. After all, one of the most beloved games on Atari was just named Adventure. But whether it be piecing together memories of a post-apocalyptic world, diving into a spooky underground labyrinth, or summoning a bed to walk across a river, the games in the category show us there's always new places to find and puzzles to solve. Here are the nominees.
The nominees for Adventure Game of the Year are 1000 Times Resist,
I've heard of this. Yeah, I can't remember if I've seen a trailer for this. Was this at the Game Awards?
Animal Well,
It's for adventure. So would like to check out Animal Well. My Metroidvania backlog is still way too big, so.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle,
I don't have interest in this because I'm not a Indiana Jones fan. But maybe if I decide to go through the movies, then maybe.
The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom.
This is one I still want to play for sure. But also my Zelda backlog is huge. Still haven't finished Breath of the Wild. And I put other Zelda games in like my backlog voting thing this year too. So people are voting for stuff. Actually, I don't think any of the games won. I think it was just Skyward Sword that I had, and that did not win. So not playing Zelda. Also, this didn't win either. I'm super upset about that because I want to play Prince of Persia. I just got it this past year. Actually, over the summer. Someone was selling it at a yard sale for $5. The PS5 version. It's crazy. I got a Game of the Year nominated game. Just came out for $5 at a yard sale. That's crazy. I wasn't going. I was just walking. Oh shit! There's a yard sale. Let's stop by, see what they're selling. Oh shit! Prince of Persia, $5. I'll take it. It sounds like that's definitely huge video game score that's found.
Quite surreal and unexpected in some instances, and we are extremely and deeply honored to be here and receiving this. It's truly amazing. And I would like to start with saying thank you to one of our long-term friends at Machine Games, Todd Howard. Because if it wasn't for Todd Howard that brought the game to us, we wouldn't be standing here at all. Secondly, I also would like to say a deep thank you to our captain at the helm back home in Uppsala, Jerk Gustafsson, our game director. Without his passion and relentless energy, we wouldn't be standing here either. I also would like to take the opportunity to say a big thank you and a shout out to the amazing cast that we had and the talent on this project. Troy Baker, Alessandra Mastronardi, Marius Gavrilis, and Tony Todd, that is unfortunately no longer with us.
Creating a game like this, centered around one of the most iconic characters in the world, wouldn't have been possible without the incredible partnership and collaboration with Lucasfilm Games. Thank you for welcoming us into your universe and entrusting us with this remarkable character. It's truly an honor. Thank you so much to Bethesda and ZeniMax for your unwavering belief in us and your extraordinary effort in marketing and publishing this game. And we're deeply grateful to Xbox and Microsoft for your trust and support in us throughout this journey. And finally, to the team back home in Uppsala, you're the best team in the world. Your talent, your passion, your dedication, that's what made all of this possible.
Thank you.
To quickly add to that, we really wish the entirety of Machine Games could be here on stage with us today. Unfortunately, I don't think we would fit, but it would have been awesome because they are the true heroes in this spectacle and this adventure of ours. And also something that we have been iterating back home, that Jerk, our game director, is always iterating upon, is without the support and the love from our partners and our families, this game would most likely not have been made either. So thank you all.
Now hear me out, okay? Machine Games loves making games where you fight Nazis.
Please welcome the creator of RimWorld
Maybe
and the studio director of Ludion
they can make a
Studios,
Captain
Heine
America game.
Sylvester.
I feel like they can pull off a great Captain America game. Get done, Machine Games. Talk with Marvel.
Role-playing games. It's in the name. Role-playing. We
Ludion
get to
Studios.
explore what it's like to live a different kind of life. We experience our characters' triumph and struggle, their love and loss, and most importantly, the choices that they face. We choose which faction to ally with, which love to pursue, who to save, and who to leave. And it's through these choices that we learn about ourselves and what we value. Each of the nominees tonight immersed us in exhilaration, learning, sadness, and drama of a special character in a fantastical world. And they are...
The nominees for Role-Playing Game of the Year are Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Ooh, okay.
Hey kids, sorry we're late.
I played one Final Fantasy game. Is it 7? Like the newer ones, not the original.
Dragon Age, the Veilguard.
I don't think this is going to win against Final Fantasy. Because I know that people love this game. I've also heard mixed opinions on that game.
Shadow of the Erd Tree.
This might. Elden Ring might get it. You know what? I'm going to say Elden Ring probably, of the three. Again, I haven't played these games. I'm going based on online vibes.
Dragon, Infinite Wealth.
I don't think this is going up against Elden Ring, so... Again, I don't know who's voting on this stuff, so... Could be completely wrong.
Metaphor, ReFantazio.
Ooh! Never mind. This was this for adventure, right? Or no, role playing. Role playing. I would say still Elden Ring, but it might be Elden Ring or Metaphor.
And the winner is... Metaphor, ReFantazio.
Yeah. Not surprised. It's a huge game this year.
The team couldn't be here this evening, but they sent us a video.
Hello, everyone. My name is Scott Strickard, Senior Localization Producer for Metaphor ReFantazio. I'm incredibly grateful to accept the Role-Playing Game of the Year award on behalf of the development team in Japan, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight. That said, Katsura Hashina-san, Metaphor's creative director, wanted to express his deep gratitude to you for such a prestigious award. In a year among many excellent RPGs developed by teams around the world, we're honored that this debut title has been so well received. The team would like to express how grateful they are to you and to all the game's fans. On behalf of the entire team at Studio Zero and Atlas, thank you.
Making any game is hard, and making a game where the players can poke and prod at your game mechanics however they want is really hard. But there's no better moment than when a player invents a strategy you never thought of, and the game systems handle it as though you did. So whether we were surviving a winter apocalypse or attaching a shotgun to a loyal goat buddy, the following games gave us the chance to make our own clever plans and then watch those plans fall apart in ways that made perfect sense. The nominees for Strategy Simulation Game of the Year are...
The nominees for Strategy Simulation Game of the Year are Balatro.
I guess I wouldn't have considered this a strategy game, but that makes sense. When I think strategy game, I don't immediately think of Balatro, but...
Caves of Cud.
Huh? Caves of Cud. Freehold games. Kit Fox games. I think I'm following Kit Fox on Blue Sky. Never seen this game before. It looks like an Atari game. Frostpunk 2? Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm following 11-bit Studios on Blue Sky too.
Tactical Breach Wizards.
Tactical Breach Wizards. I think it's gonna be Balatro so far.
Satisfactory.
Is this an older game? Happy Stain Studios.
Balatro.
Yeah. That was obvious.
Congrats, guys.
All right. As I've said many times this year, I am not Local Thunk, because he is not here tonight. And to be honest, if I was responsible for stealing millions of hours of free time, then I would also be a little hesitant to be in front of this crowd. But we'll gladly take that heat for him. And also, if you are planning to pretend to be Local Thunk tonight, like, please don't. Like, I will find you. But this is a huge honor, like a strategy game with everything that's been nominated. He's humbled by the nomination, and now the win makes it even better. And for all the strategists out there, there is more to Balatro than playing flushes like all the time or Steel Kings with a red steel. so try straight every now and then, okay? So thank you so much. He's humbled, and this is very cool. Thank you.
Please welcome to the stage the CE Owl of Alchemy Labs, the company behind VR games such as Job Simulator and Dimensional Double Shift, Andrew Ike.
For decades, immersive reality was relegated to science fiction movies and expensive, wonky demos. Now that it's so available and affordable that millions of people use it every day. Why? Because skilled developers and engineers are always pushing technology to its limit to help players literally enter another world, including fighting off xenomorphs, battling towering monsters, or riding in a mech of their own. The nominees for Immersive Reality Technical Achievement are
The nominees for Immersive Reality Technical Achievement are Alien Rogue Incursion.
Okay. Immersive reality technical achievement.
It seems we can get to the Ops Command Center by taking the elevator to the...
Batman Arkham Shadow.
Immersive reality technical. This basically a VR/AR category.
One down, but we are Skydance's Behemoth.
The poison in my veins begs
Yeah.
me to kill.
I'll put you in the ground.
Batman? I don't know.
Starship Home.
Ooh, I've never seen this before. Oh, cool. It's a AR game.
Underdogs.
Oh, this is weird. A weird game.
And the winner is Starship Home.
Interesting. Starship Home. Okay, yeah, that's the AR one.
Oh. I'm gonna try not to get very emotional. We built this game to try to uncurse the vibes. Because if you haven't noticed, the vibes are cursed. And I had this insane idea for this game, and I went to the
That's
best
a curse.
people in the world that I thought could solve problems that I never thought were solvable, and they said yes. And so I want to thank Mark, our engineering director, and Ash, our art director, for agreeing to go on this insane ride with a much larger team of people that we wish could be here. And I want to thank all of our families and partners for putting up with madness and us wandering around in our homes with headsets on playing this game for hours a day. And to everyone else in our network, everyone who had a Quest 3 that played this game and helped us find a way to turn whatever room you're in into a starship and send it to outer space and put you into the dreams of alien planets.
That's a cool idea.
And we built that, and you can go there. So thank you for all of your support and to all of the people that made this happen. We couldn't have done it without you. So thank you.
So excited for them. They're awesome. All right. Put on a headset and leave your troubles behind. For gamers, it's that simple. But for the teams of artists making these games, it is, to put it lightly, a lot more complicated. It's almost like pulling off a magic trick, giving players the illusion that they can actually reach out and touch their surroundings, that what they're seeing is really happening in front of them, not just on a screen. The following games didn't just pull off one magic trick, they pulled off the entire show. The nominees for Immersive Game of the Year are...
The nominees for Immersive Reality Game of the Year are Alien: Rogue Incursion,
Immersive Reality Game of the Year. This is different from the other category that they just said.
Batman: Arkham Shadow,
They're all gonna be the same games?
I became a symbol to fight crime.
Just keep the other folks up there. They're gonna win the next award. One of them goes sit back down.
Escaping Wonderland,
Gotta work on that landing.
Oh, here's one I want to play.
We need to get the old under engine up and running.
Mr. Mole really left these all over the place.
Skydance's Behemoth,
And the gods that walk among us thirst for death.
Underdogs,
The same freaking games. I don't think the one game was in the one that won. I don't think that one's in here. Okay, so I won the last category, but not the game of the year for this category.
Batman: Arkham Shadow.
Okay, so if that game was nominated for the previous category, Batman probably would have won. I don't. What's the distinction between the two? This one's game of the year for the immersive category.
This is a good-looking crew, huh? Yeah. I don't know what we did to deserve this environment that we were provided in order to create a game good enough for this illustrious reward. But
Yeah, it's
we
crazy
were
because it's
provided
under Warner Brothers.
4 years to develop this game with a healthy budget, with a first-party group that helped us in the final 6 months.
I mean, this game was like recipe for disaster if you think about it, and it ended up being, you know, talked about at least.
Access to the Arkham community, which was at first very angry.
Yeah.
And then they welcomed us into
That's
their
very
family,
true.
and now we feel like we're part of it. That our partners
I'm
at
glad that
Warner
turned
Bros.
around for
also
them.
trusted us and gave us that creative direction and freedom that we were allowed to make the game that we wanted to. We built this game, in my opinion, the best technology that you could use to build immersive content in Unity. We were also allowed to work on one of the best pieces of hardware you can buy out there right now, which is the MetaQuest 3. So,
Oh my
with all
god,
those things
like
combined,
such, that sounds like such
amazing
chill
crew at
for the
Camouflage, everybody
for
back
Meta.
home, we were just afforded that environment that I hope that we can have another shot at something like that in the future, and all of the developers to have the time, the budget, the creative direction, the freedom, the trust, and a terrific team to develop a game like we did with Batman: Arkham Shadow. So thank you for everybody who allowed us to do that.
Please welcome back Stella Chung and Greg Miller.
You're still here. Okay, great.
Still here, right behind you. It's a long walk. It's a long walk this year.
You know, gotta get your steps in somehow.
I don't know about me. Before we give out more awards, we wanted to give a shout out to the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences scholars giving out awards this year. You've seen Abby Sherlock, Valencia Coleman, and Honesty Canos. Now, it's worth pointing out, I do this every year, as you know. Honesty back there is the one who doesn't have a job yet in the gaming industry, and she would like to work at Naughty Dog. And so I know you're in the room somewhere, Neil. Just a heads up.
Yeah, all right, that's a good pitch.
Thank you.
But yes, congratulations to you all. If you want to learn more about the scholars or want to become a mentor or donate, please visit aiasfoundation.org.
And now back to the awards.
It's okay. The captions got that wrong.
Games centers us in the new worlds we find ourselves in.
Please welcome
And
back
it was
Stella
covering.
Chung.
It was covering over the.
And Honesty Canos. Now, it's worth pointing out job yet in the
Where is it?
Now back to the awards.
There you go.
Yes,
aiasfoundation.org.
And now back to the awards.
Go.
Achievement in audio design.
Outstanding achievement in audio design.
2.
I'm gonna assume Hellblade is in this.
The proposed law has been approved. Helldivers 2.
Okay.
Monument Valley 3.
Oh, interesting. There you go. That's what I'm gonna say.
Still Wakes the Deep.
Oh shit. Oh, that's what that game is. Okay, I remember that now.
All right.
Crazy.
And the winner is Helldivers 2.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Hellblade. No, there's too many hells in one category.
Congratulations.
Definitely not as big of a room as the Game Awards, but you know, it's all industry people, so not just like influencers.
Well, I guess you can't do best action without the best audio design, right? I mean,
That's true.
From the shotgun in Doom to
Oh, yeah.
now, like audio is like one of the most important disciplines when it comes to making a great action game, right? And I think we as an industry have a tendency to always forget about audio design. Like, it's that thing, those guys in the back room, that back corner, and they'll just fix it after the artists have made a lot of assets that then need audio design. So, massive thank you to the team back home, to our partners, associates, and to the gamers. And also to this wonderful team, please.
Hey, you guys. I'm Bianca from Sony, dialogue lead for Helldivers 2. This game was built by an amazing, insanely talented team who put their entire hearts into every single detail. A huge shout out to our talented teams at Sony, the dialogue team, sound design, music, the hilarious writers at Arrowhead, the Arrowhead dev team, I mean, my goodness. And of course, the diehard Helldivers community that just believed in us. This is for you. This is for Sony. This is for Arrowhead. And of course, this is for Super Earth! For democracy! Thanks, you guys.
It's interesting doing my research here right now for the free games video. An Xbox One, I'm pretty sure launch game, Rise Son of Rome, just got added to Epic Game Pass. Oh, on cloud. Interesting.
But hey, if you can hear me, you actually made my wedding procession, which is going to be the Helldivers drop pod music, because I never turn that music off, seriously.
To be clear, just so everyone in the room understands, you're not even engaged yet, right?
No, but that's just like...
Just making sure that's how important the music is.
You gotta plan it out.
I hear you. I hear you.
As soon as I heard it, I knew it.
Fair enough.
You know how you know what... Well, actually, you wouldn't know because you didn't buy a dress, but whatever. Anyways, I love video game music, and I will always use the in-game music anytime I can. I mean, I almost cried when Nintendo released their music app.
Sure, yeah, me too. I did cry. The music of gaming can tug at the heartstrings, have you on the edge of your seat, and get you
They
ready
just
for
added,
action.
I think, Super Mario World. I keep seeing them add stuff every day, so.
As you solve meditative puzzles, or just get stuck in your head after finally finishing a platformer speed run. The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Original Music Composition are...
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Original Music Composition are Astrobot,
They have the one song. The music was good, and I just finished the Playroom game. It's pretty fun in that. I was thinking about playing that, so I'm assuming it's the same in Astrobot, but playing Playroom, I was noticing the music while playing. I'm like, okay, they had fun with the music in this game.
Monument Valley 3,
With the lo-fi synth music, everybody's a fan of that. I forgot that Netflix owns Monument Valley.
Senua Saga Hellblade 2,
I guess so. I would say the sound, like overall, was more impactful in Hellblade than the music.
Outlaws,
The underworld shows no mercy. But it's a big galaxy out there.
I'm like on edge to see what happens with Ubisoft this year, because it's like who knows how many people in this room working in Ubisoft, like celebrating games at the same time in their mind going like, am I gonna have a job for like in like 6 months?
It's just you this
Or even like 3 months.
I'm not talking to IGN right now. What are you gonna do? Do you want me to hold it while I do your speech? Sure.
I'll go fast and then we'll have him. So first off, congrats to all the nominees. This was a phenomenal year for video game music, and all of your scores were exemplary. I've actually been a bit of a Sony fanboy ever since grade school, and ever since my first GDC in 2006. It had been my dream to work on a Sony game and collaborate with the famous and incredible Sony music team. And so working on Helldivers was like a dream come true. And it's so incredible to accept this award from the Academy. I'd like to thank the Nashville Orchestra and my music team, the music team at Sony PlayStation, and the dev team at Arrowhead for bringing me on this journey and making such an incredible game. Thank you so much.
This guy is probably the best composer in the entire games industry. And as in community speak,
I love
the main
this.
team goes hard. Right? Can I have this? Of course you can. Well,
For Super Earth.
Want to clarify?
to honor a foundational
Never
industry
mind.
figure, Don James. From the launch of the Nintendo Entertainment System to the
Hey, it's
Nintendo
Paul
Switch,
Rudd.
he's been a formative part of Nintendo's U.S. journey from the very start.
Oh God, I miss it. I need to play
Employee
Odyssey
number
again.
4 and warehouse manager, Don worked with a small team of Nintendo employees in Tukwila, Washington, building arcade games for deployment across the U.S.
My history with Don goes back to my first Nintendo video game experience. I was at college and a regular in front of the Space Invaders cabinet. One day, I spotted a new game cabinet. The game was called Donkey Kong, and that started a more than 40-year love affair with Nintendo and
Okay,
video
this
games.
almost this solidifies
The cabinet that first
my belief that we're gonna get a new Donkey Kong game this year.
Simpler in design and mechanics.
Because Doug Bowser is a fan of Donkey Kong, inspired by Donkey Kong, and all the stuff happening with Nintendo and Donkey Kong recently. I think Doug Bowser's pushing me like, hey, let's get a Donkey Kong game going. Let's go. Let's go, Doug.
In the fall of 1985, Don James led a small group of Nintendo employees who helped launch the Nintendo Entertainment System. And from that beginning, and over nearly 40 years, Don has played a critical role in launching every Nintendo home video game system.
With gear like the Rob Robot and the Zapper Light Gun, the NES was unlike anything players had seen. The NES also saw the genesis of now legendary games like Super Mario Brothers.
You know what's funny is I grew up with that light gun. I didn't have the console, but like family members did. I grew up with that light gun playing Duck Hunt and whatever other side games family had, but it was always Duck Hunt. Nobody I knew, like in my family, had the Rob the Robot, or like just didn't have it out or around. It was like I didn't even know that was a thing until like later growing up. I just knew the gun.
5 years into doing this, Don James says you're hired for something else, and that was doing the voice of Mario in Mario 64. 168 games later, we're still having a great time.
168 Mario games.
In 1995, Don worked with his colleagues and IDSA CEO Doug Lowenstein to launch E3.
His
Oh,
commitment to the show
he's
helped
involved with
make
that.
it a
Okay.
must-attend for everyone and anyone in the entertainment.
I was looking into the original E3 the other day. It's just a fun coincidence. I want to see some of those like original press conferences, because that was the iconic moment where Sony took the stage and said $299 to compete with the Dreamcast or the Saturn.
Closer to the magic of gaming when they debuted a full-sized replica of a pod racer to launch Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. And in 2011, Don helped bring Mario Kart to life with real drivable karts.
All this stuff doesn't happen anymore, by the way. No company's gonna be like, yeah, we're not wasting money and taking that risk. No.
It needed a rating system that could
Yeah, because the government was gonna do it if they didn't.
ESRB and its mission has spanned 3 decades. Not only was he instrumental in the development and broad adoption of the rating system back in 1994, but he's helped us adapt it along the way to meet the demands of the industry.
I really don't think it's needed anymore, though. I don't think the SRB matters, but
Nintendo has partnered with the Starlight Children's Foundation for over
I guess it's better they're around than not.
8,400 custom gaming stations to hospitals across North America, bringing joy and relief to more than 13 million seriously ill children.
Don's work wasn't just about making video games. It was about creating joy and forging real connections. Gaming is just better because of Don James.
Don James connected innovators, visionaries, and dreamers. He helped build a legacy that didn't just change Nintendo, but transformed an entire industry, and his impact on gaming is forever.
Please welcome to the stage activist, social entrepreneur, and the CEO of Starlight Children's Foundation, Adam Garoni.
Want to bring up earlier on top of Helldivers, I have been critical on Helldivers on stream, social media, things like that. that all stems from PlayStation, not the Helldivers developers. I'm super happy that they're winning awards, that people love the games. So I'm glad that that is a live service game that seems to have taken off and people enjoy it. Same reason I'm happy people are happy with Fortnite and all that stuff. So I like seeing
Don's vision and dedication
games succeed and gamers
millions of lives,
be happy playing
making
games,
a real difference
not be
for
negative.
families
Change the
everywhere.
vibes, as was said earlier.
Don's contribution over his stellar, decades-long career to the gaming industry, to Starlight's mission, have led to this Lifetime Achievement Award. I want to congratulate John James. Thank you.
Don, okay, good. Captions. Damn. Again, this room's not that big. But that's a huge huge it's a huge cheer, man.
Thank you very much. Before I get started, I'd just like to thank my wife of 27 years for allowing me to do this. When I took a job as a warehouse manager in 1981 for a company that had just 5 people, I had no idea what a wild, extraordinary 43 journey I was signing up for. Every year was an adventure. In all that time, I can honestly say there was never a dull moment. This is kind of emotional. You can hear it in my voice. That's audio design, just for you. In the video, you caught a glimpse of some of the amazing projects I was able to work on, but meaningful as they were and still are, they were only a part of the magic I experienced. The real magic was the people who supported me and those who worked with me, both at Nintendo and in the industry. You heard from a few of them in the video, but if I shared the full list, we'd be here all night. Looking back, I feel so fortunate to have worked with and learned from so many. It has been my sincerest privilege to help build a company and an industry that I love so much. I won't lie, retirement is pretty great. But I will miss the challenges, and above all else, I will miss all of you. One thing we have always said at Nintendo is that our mission is to put smiles on faces. It has always been the people in this industry that continually put one on mine. This thing we call video games started decades ago, and the experiment is still running all these decades later. The best part of this industry is that no one knows where we'll go next. Keep playing, keep creating, keep surprising, and keep inspiring all the generations to come. Thank you so much for this great honor.
Please welcome the lead designer of hit games, including Fallout New Vegas, and now the studio design director of Obsidian Entertainment, Josh Sawyer.
So, speaking of like Netflix games, I have to look up info on Netflix games for the free games video, see what gets released.
sublime.
It's getting harder and harder to do
For
lately.
many games, the story is its beating heart.
They recently canceled like 6 games.
It's hard to believe that there are people
And I don't have faith that developers like the ones for Monument Valley are going to be sticking around for that long. Because of this headline, Netflix Games' new general manager could earn up to $1.3 million per year.
A great story helps us to understand what it means to be human.
I don't have faith
even when we're
in
not
Netflix
playing
games right
human
now.
at all. For all that our very human writers and designers do to bring out the best in our games, it is my great honor to introduce the nominees.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Story are 1000 Times Resist.
I don't know what the story is for that.
Is this punishment? For what you did, for what I did. I want you to see from the beginning.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Can't just run away from your problems, Indiana.
Watch me. Thousands of years of humanity's thoughts and beliefs, just waiting to be found.
It's crazy that
Metaphor,
Troy Baker can
Fantasio.
sound like that. From what I hear, Metaphor, very big political game, revolves around an election. The story is really great. I feel like it could be this. I don't know. I guess the Indiana Jones is pretty good too.
Still can't believe you went. I know you were just trying to do right by me, so I need you to do what's right by us now, please. If you don't deal with this, then we are done for good. But I won't wait forever.
Thank goodness you're here.
Oh, this one, maybe like in a comedic aspect.
I've got you a meeting with the Lord Mayor today, so don't miss that bus. Are you listening? Get going.
The winner is, I love you, Indy, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Interesting.
Throughout history, mankind has built sites of great spiritual significance. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfect...
Hello again. Really, really, really amazing.
Now do Captain America.
I think. I'm standing here on behalf of our lead writer back home, Tommy Tordson Björk, and the whole narrative team that has done, So, Tommy and the team has really outshined themselves in terms of writing one of the best stories I think that we ever delivered. It's something that I have iterated throughout the entire marketing campaign. This is by far the best story Machine Games has delivered so far, and that is not something PR and marketing have told me to say. I do really feel and believe that myself. So, from the bottom of our heart, this is, a huge thank you to Tommy and the narrative team back home. It's amazing. And also, I think that we need to acknowledge Todd in this as well. Bringing the core pitch and the premise of the game to us.
I first pitched this story in 2009 to Lucasfilm, and so I think
I would imagine
stories
so.
and games or whatever they
Probably
are,
something you had
can't
stuck
let
in your
go
head
of
for a long
them.
time.
You keep holding on to the dream that it will exist. I can't say enough about the team at Machine Games and what they've done with
I know
this
what that's
game.
like.
I want to thank everybody at Lucasfilm for letting us take Indy on one more adventure, but most of all, to the fans of the game, the fans of Indiana Jones who wanted to step into his shoes. We can't thank the fans for embracing this very unique game so much. Thank you so much.
Words on a page, faces on a screen, dialogue coming out of a speaker. How do characters even work? No, really, how do they work? Please tell me. After 25 years in the game industry, I still really don't understand it. Designers, writers, artists, animators, actors, audio engineers, and directors worked together for years to bring forth some of the most amazing characters in gaming. It's a little science, a little art, and a whole lot of alchemy. Whatever the formula may be, in the end, the results are undeniably magic. It is my great honor to introduce the nominees.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Character are 1000 Times Resist, Watcher.
6-1, Mother. Everything
You mean in
I've
character?
done, I've done for you.
I feel like this game has been nominated for 6 awards.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Yuffie Kisaragi.
Some know me as the world's greatest materia hunter.
I don't. All I know is Tifa, Aerith, Cloud, and
Indiana Jones
Sephiroth,
Dr.
and
Henry Indiana Jones.
Barrett, I believe his name is. I don't know any other games. Dr. Henry, Indiana
Scared
Jones.
of snakes? Not a chance.
Indica. Indica.
So easy to step over everything you believe in. I'm talking about intention.
I don't know if I know what this game is.
For one's own gain. I guess I can't do anything worse than that.
Senua Saga Hellblade 2.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know for this category.
More than he can understand. No more slaves.
I hope it's Senua. He's a great character for sure.
And the winner is Dr. Henry Indiana Jones.
Damn. Junior. They've won like 3 awards now, right? I think they're like tied with Helldivers. That's crazy. Indiana Jones Helldivers picking up all the awards today. Oh, Troy Baker's there.
So, creating a lovable and memorable character takes a lot of hard work, a lot of writing, numerous amounts of lines, VO, dialogue, cutscenes, scripts, walkthroughs, you name it. And as I mentioned previously, our lead writer back home, Tommy, and the narrative team has, outshined themselves when they've been on this extreme adventure. But turning those written lines and turn all of that text into something else requires magic. And boy, did we find ourselves a magician.
Next best thing to Harrison Ford.
I was just checking. There was a before someone came out. It doesn't matter. The thing that I love about what DICE, how they recognize this category is that it's character and that it is the sum of its parts. It's not a singular component. And
So you're referring to, I think I just got it. He was referring to the Game Awards where Harrison Ford was on stage with him.
And holds on to and doesn't compromise on. It starts with finding an incredible studio of hundreds of people that are willing to give their time and their dedication, their talent in service to that vision. And then it takes an incredible performance director to deal with egos and fear and nerdery over a character. So I really do applaud and appreciate it and encourage DICE to continue supporting the notion that this is character, that it is not just one singular part, but it is that it's a team working together. And it's impossible to recognize this character without honoring and recognizing the contribution that George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, and Harrison Ford have made to this, because they are synonymous with this. You, just like me, every single person in this room somehow has been touched, inspired, challenged by those people and this character. Because if you were like me when you were 5 years old and you sat in the theater and you saw this movie for the first time, you realized that big things were possible, that you could go on a great adventure. And so, thank you for recognizing character, thank you for the team, and whenever adventure calls, you damn well better answer. Thank you.
She's the CEO of Iron Galaxy Studios, the developer behind games including Killer Instinct. Please welcome to the stage, Chelsea Blasco.
Ever since they took over arcades in the 90s, fighting games have been one of the fastest and easiest ways to get into the action. Either new players or longtime veterans, everyone knows how to hit start, pick a character they like, and get mashing those buttons, which I know is my preferred strategy. And this year's nominees for Fighting Game of the Year kept that tradition alive while still pushing the envelope on what this genre is capable of. The nominees are...
The nominees for Fighting Game of the Year are Blazing Strike.
What's the one that came out this year? The Street Fighter? Amazing. I didn't even know this was released. Then again, I'm out of it for fighting games.
Zero.
I know about this one.
I'm afraid you're not going to survive this. Mortal Kombat 1 Chaos Reigns.
Wait, what? Wait, what? What's happening in Mortal Kombat? What is going on? WB's like, we couldn't get multiverses to work, so let's put in random characters in the Mortal Kombat. Tekken came out this year, yeah. Probably Tekken.
Underdogs.
I didn't realize this was a fighting game. Okay. Okay, all these trailers stuff. I don't think this does this game belong in this category?
And the winner is... Tekken 8.
Yeah, that was... I figured. Wait, are they bringing out... What?
All right. So great to see so many friends in the audience tonight. I've got a few words from the Tekken team, our global Tekken team. I wanted to extend our deepest gratitude to our amazing player community. Your passion and support have been the driving force behind everything we do. This year, we're celebrating 30 years of Tekken, and there's no better way to mark this milestone than by giving our fans one of the best titles in the series. We've taken bold steps by resurrecting legendary characters, and we're thrilled to have a lot more content to come for Tekken 8. This year, we also had our best Tekken World Tour, and we really thank the dedication of the entire community, the players, the fans, everyone that attends all these shows globally every year. The message we want to send to our community is that it is just the beginning. There's a lot more to come for Tekken 8, and we can't wait to share it with you. Thank you again for this wonderful honor. It's great to see everybody. Thank you.
I think we can all agree that sports are at the very foundation of our industry. After all, what is Pong other than virtual table tennis? And you can pretty much draw a straight line
That is what it
from
is.
the stick figures
It's
of
not.
football
It's nothing
and
other than
Magnus
that.
Odyssey, way back in 1972, to the photorealistic players in the games nominated tonight. The nominees in this category bring excellence to video games' longest tradition, and more importantly,
Pong is
bring out
Pong
the
is a sports game.
competitor in all of us. They are
It like
The nominees
is
for
it categorized
Sports
as
Game of
retro
the
or
Year
classic or
are
arcade game right now, but
Sports College
it is a
Football
sports game.
25. Games like this, as we'll see.
I'm out of the loop for this stuff. I used to always know like, oh, FIFA's the biggest game this year. Madden's the biggest game this year. I don't fucking know anymore. There's manager games now. There's like a million different racing games. If you categorize those in the sports category, sometimes they do. There's a whole bunch of like unique games in this category. So I don't know. Like my gut says the FC25, but
Show 24.
like, this is a big game too. MLB The Show. But I don't know.
The element of surprise was what came in. Obviously, regardless of the score, challenging for some
All I know is the sports games don't appreciate in value over time. Because as someone who started like looking for retro games to collect and buy and play, it's just flooded with sports games for dirt cheap because nobody wants them. If you're not paying the high price for a current sports game, you're paying next to nothing on an old sports game.
MLB The Show 24.
Interesting. So this is a series that's still published by PlayStation, but because it's like in partnership with MLB, and MLB got sick of losing sales by just having the biggest game on only PlayStation, now it's available everywhere.
Everyone, all
So,
the designers, the producers, the engineers that work on the game, but also
like
thank
to
you to the
Sony's dismay, they did not want to do it multi-platform, but they risked losing the license to publish the game. So.
Also, thank you to all of the contingent workers whose fate really is never in their hands, but they show up every day and they really kick ass. We really appreciate you. We're celebrating 20 years of making sports games at the San Diego studio, so a big thank you to Scott Rhodey and Chris Cutliff. And as always, thank you to the fans for keeping the lights on, and thank you to Quality Assurance, because without them, none of us would be here. Thank you.
Welcome to the stage, a co-organizer of Black Voices in Gaming and director of New Challenger, the studio behind the Beatdown City franchise, Sean Alexander Allen.
Video games and technology are often conflated as synonymous, but video games often use growing technology with the intent to instill a sense of awe in players, to show us sights we've never seen, and to convey the breadth of human emotion. The best uses of tech in games are not used just to push high-resolution textures or the next form of anti-aliasing, but rather to push the art of the medium forward. The nominees for Outstanding Technical Achievement are
Outstanding technical achievement are Astrobot.
I guess so. Yeah, that would count this game.
Batman Arkham Shadow.
I don't know. Give Astrobot an award. Come on.
Indiana Jones
They've had a
and
lot
the
of
Great
awards.
Circle.
Oh god. Technical achievement, huh? In what aspect though? Just because the different puzzle mechanics?
Senua Saga Hellblade 2.
I'll be honest though, like there's nothing like maybe like in the sense of the graphics and the smooth transitions, gameplay and everything, just like everything just like went into each other. Yeah, I guess Hellblade makes sense. Okay, I can see all of these being categorized. I'm not sure about Indiana Jones though. I'm not sure about like what constitutes that being in the category, but
And the winner is Astrobot.
now play the theme song. Play the theme song. Come on.
Thank you very much. Technical achievement, it's an amazing thing for us, means the world. You know, we have a concept at Team Asobi. Actually, right now it's Friday morning in Japan, and they just finished their review, and I'm missing them very much, and they're watching us, so I just want to say, guys, thank you so much. Well done getting this award. So we have this concept of techno-magic. It's one of the big features of the game that we talk about internally, and it's all about taking all the technologies that we have around and just turning it into something that is just simple magic, you know, for families and kids, and, you know, put smiles on their faces and, you know, stars in their eyes. So to all the techno magicians of Team Asobi, really well done. This is for you, and I love you. Thank you very much.
All right. Everyone in this room knows that no matter how big or small, games are hard to make. The buzzword we often hear is how risky it is to make something unknown or games that don't fit into the metrics. If you pitch
And let you guys know right now what's on my free games list, which is probably going to increase tomorrow when I do research some more.
They'd probably laugh at you. And yet these games, and along with the other ones nominated, are daring endeavors.
Although I don't know when I'm uploading this to YouTube, so it probably doesn't matter. You'll see the video on my channel by the time I upload this to YouTube.
Animal Well.
What's this category again? Outstanding achievement for an independent game. Okay, yeah. Alright, okay, this is gonna be an interesting category. I don't know. So far, both of these games, I feel like, would qualify. I don't even know what Grunt is. Oh. What? Have I seen this game before? I watch a lot of showcases. If you're watching this on YouTube, you probably know.
Indica.
Wait. Indica. I thought they were gonna introduce other games into this category here, like what was shown at the Game Awards. Okay, Balatro or Animal Well, I would say. Maybe Animal Well. Is probably.
Mouthwashing.
Achievement. I don't know. Maybe mouthwashing. Mouthwashing was huge last year, so. What is this game, man? So weird to me. Alright, I'm gonna say Animal Well.
And the winner is Balatro.
Let's get like the second option of my choice.
If you're just tuning in, still not Local Thunk. When we talk about Local Thunk, we describe him as a solo developer. And while that is true, because he made everything by himself, he could not have made Balatro without the support of his parents, family, friends. We at PlayStech helped a little bit. But above all, his partner, who has stood by his side through this whole wild journey that is his silly little card game. So I think this goes out to all the sometimes invisible support that without them, this magic would never happen. So, thank you.
Alright, so, free to own this week, Epic Game Store, F1 Manager 2024, and DLC for Apex Legends on Steam, Stellar Mess, The Princess Conundrum Chapter 1, and DLC for Royal Quest Online.
Outside of a few exceptions, there are obviously no video games without animation, because it's almost all animation.
That's for free to own games this week / weekend.
Their specific body language, and subtle reactions to dialogue. But it's also the clouds in the sky, the wheels in a car, the duck you barely see, but someone spent 100 hours on. Every piece of animation, subtle or not, ties the game together, convincing us we're somewhere else. Good animation gives weight to the stomp of a Space Marine's boot. It adds joy to a waterfall flowing over a curious robot. It brings drama to an ill-fated love across dimensions. The nominees are
Outstanding Achievement in Animation.
Astrobot.
I want to play this fucking game, man. I'm like so hyped to play it, but it's currently actually no wait, it's not. It's wait, is it in voting? No, it didn't win. Kirby in the Forgotten Land. It went up ahead. I do voting on what games to play throughout the year on Discord and social media. Astrobot lost to Kirby. Close though. I will get the game and I'll play it though eventually. For animation, yeah, maybe Final Fantasy.
It's upon us. The reunion.
They completely remade.
Never.
Well. Maybe never. I think I might say never now.
Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2.
Okay. This is a tough category here. Outstanding achievement in animation. Animation in all of these games look fantastic. I'd say never.
And the winner is Astrobot.
All right, another one for Astrobot. I love that PlayStation has like a new mascot that's taking everybody by storm right now. They used to have a few, now they have like none. They have like Kratos as their mascot.
Thank the DICE organization for rewarding animation in particular, because that's not the case everywhere, and he was really insistent on that.
All right, free weekend, just Xbox Game Pass. 4 games: Jujutsu Kaisen, Curse Clash, NHL 25, Dying Light, and For the King. Everything else is there's free stuff with Prime Gaming if you got Amazon Prime. They added 5 games. Everything else is subscription based, but there's not really much this weekend. I'm looking at it, which means I'm gonna get a bunch of stuff I'm gonna find tomorrow. So that's just what that means. I'm gonna have a lot of last minute work to do tomorrow.
Good art direction is a bit of a paradox. You want to create something that catches the eye immediately and establishes place, tone, and style. But you also need that same art to be cohesive enough that the player isn't distracted or taken out of the moment. That's the real trick. But whether it was remaking a famous gaming world with Lego, creating a living story,
right, I was gonna look up
or
how long
bringing
this
us
is.
to a dark medieval world, the following nominees showed how art direction helps make good games so memorable. They are...
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Art Direction are Black Myth: Wukong,
I get that one, yeah.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Lego Horizon Adventures,
This is gonna hurt. Power hit.
Oh my god. How do you like this? Boom! Cool new stuff.
Just for art direction right now.
The Plucky Squire.
I'm gonna say the Plucky Squire, but it's probably not gonna win. But I really enjoyed that game. I loved it.
Senawa Saga Hellblade 2.
And the winner is Black Myth Wukong.
Hang on.
Unfortunately, the team couldn't be here tonight, so I'll be accepting this award on their behalf. Thank you.
Black Myth Wukong.
Welcome to the stage, the incoming co-studio head of Insomniac Games, Ryan Schneider.
I'll start with the obvious. Ted Price is, and always will be, one of the greatest leaders in the games industry. Period. Think about what makes a legendary leader. It's possessing not just one, but several innate characteristics and superpowers. Vision, integrity, humility, resilience, the ability to listen, the courage to act, the will to do what is right. How many of you who know Ted just went through your own mental checklist as I rattled that off, reflecting on your interactions with him and responding, check, 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 right on through, right? Now, of course, because Ted is so humble, he would be the first to downplay this whole thing. I can see him over here, and I feel him blushing right now. Yet, I hope Ted's parents and wife, Christine, who are here tonight, are filled with pride. Ted's one-of-one industry standing is true to me, and I know it's true to anyone here who's had the opportunity to collaborate with him over his Hall of Fame legacy. A legacy that's produced iconic game franchises on every PlayStation console, including Spyro the Dragon, Ratchet & Clank. That's right, Resistance: Fall of Man, and Marvel's Spider-Man. A legacy built step by step, game by game, console by console, challenge by challenge. 30 years, 35 games on multiple platforms and mediums. And yet, there are two things you must know before I continue. One, I don't believe that's what Ted is most proud of. And two, right now, I promise you he's hoping I quickly pivot to Insomniac Games, our studio culture, and the people all over the world whose lives we positively impacted along the way. You see, Ted Price has never been about personal credit. If you watched him on Kind of Funny's Gamecast with Greg Miller last week, you heard it loud and clear. Ted's name is not on the awards. His achievements are not in the headlines. His focus has always been on the team, on lifting others, building something greater than himself. And that is exactly what he's done. Building a culture not just of innovation, but of character. Let's look back at Insomniac and its culture for just a moment, which Ted first cultivated alongside two extremely talented brothers in Al and Brian Hastings, when they were first known as, wait for it, Extreme Software.
Extreme.
Yep, with a capital X.
Goddamn, my neck is
Fellow
fucking killing
Academy
me.
Hall of Famer Mark Cerny first saw something special in. There he is. Mark
Jeez.
Cerny first saw something special.
People love Mark Cerny.
When he reviewed their 3DO VHS demo in 1994.
The last two times I've seen Mark Cerny on stage, he was showcasing tech specs in the most boring way possible.
Into a spreadsheet. But he was so
No
driven that
offense,
it
Mark
didn't matter.
Cerny.
It was clear to Mark that Ted, Al, and a bit later Brian.
Oh god, guys, I just want to like lay back and like watch it like this, but it's weird.
To a 3-game deal. And it was essential since the partners were down to their final couch cushion money and nearly had their dreams squashed before liftoff.
God.
Can you imagine that? They worked from a bare bones office fueled by ramen and relentless determination. They had no furniture, they had no money, they had no sleep, but they had a vision and a belief in each other. Like a rocket launch, Insomniac's orbital ascent was further nurtured by a legendary and passionate team of Sony producers. When I spoke with several of them and some of Ted's close industry peers, preparing for this speech, each referenced Ted's character and drive first, before talking about what Insomniac had ever accomplished. Consider what Naughty Dog co-founder Jason Rubin shared about those early days when Naughty Dog and Insomniac competed with each other in adjoining office space on the Universal Studios lot. Jason said to me, "Ted was my greatest competitor, and I lent him my dad for 20 years as Insomniac's attorney."
What? Oh.
Think about that. Why is this both powerful and yet not surprising? Because Ted Price is not just a leader in this industry, he is a leader of this industry. It's true. Ted, you've consistently put Insomniac on your back and lifted us whenever we needed it most. Not by telling us what to do, but by showing us how to act. Not by proclaiming the right answers, but by provoking us to ask the right questions. At a time when gaming faces deep challenges, when we wrestle with
Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences website is not mobile friendly.
Ted has been a moral compass, and we need that compass. So,
all right, we got outstanding achievement in animation. We've done.
When we face tough decisions in our
Art
careers,
direction we've done.
in our companies, in our lives, when the path forward is unclear, there is a question we can ask.
Composition.
What would Ted do?
Audio design.
And then we do it. I can share that for more than 20 years. What would Ted do has been my guide, my map, my answer.
We've done Action Game of the Year.
I feel like the luckiest person in this extremely talented room to call you my teammate, my friend,
we have, yeah,
my mentor, and frankly, my hero. Though you may be hanging up your plaid flannels, and yes, all of them, Christine, I know, your example will endure long after tonight's applause fades, because you will continue to inspire the best of what we can be as you embody the best of who we are.
Man, aren't you getting tired of playing these games? I am. I say if we're calling it a game, we're still not ready for a mission.
This is a cool recognition of Ted Price.
30 years of creativity, resilience, and unforgettable stories. From the beginning, Ted Price and his team were fueled by a simple passion to create unforgettable games. Themes of friendship, sacrifice, and triumph have shaped Insomniac Games' identity.
Under Ted's leadership and care, Insomniac
I think we have like
set the standard for what can be achieved
5 or
through
6
creativity and
awards left.
collaboration, consistently delivering the highest quality for their fans and ensuring such a supportive and collaborative culture for their employees.
So say like maybe like an hour left.
In the early days of Insomniac, it felt like we were imposters, doing something we loved but had absolutely no business doing. And every day we ran into some seemingly impossible new challenge. But Ted had this unstoppable confidence that we would succeed no matter what, and that's what carried us through the toughest times.
Our first game, Disruptor, didn't break records, but it was a turning point. It made us ask big questions. What kind of games do we want to make? What kind of studio do we want to be?
I heard the story about this, yeah.
But a baby dragon game. An underdog's choice to capture the spirit of overcoming long odds. And that mindset
I heard this. I think it was on the Kind of Funny podcast. I was listening to that. Hey, Mark Cerny.
was about
And
creating
people in the
a
crowd
colorful,
love my
joyful
stream.
universe where everyone, adults, kids, newcomers to gaming, could feel welcome.
Hey, stop staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
Spyro became an iconic character, helping
Didn't
cement
David
PlayStation's
Spade
early success and
voice
a place in
Spyro at
gaming
one
history.
point?
The Morph-Ray is used in Ratchet and Clank to turn your enemies into chickens. No, but wait, before you do that, just explain.
Oh, I remember these commercials. Yeah. I miss commercials like this, man. This is weird shit.
With Ratchet and Clank, Insomniac took things to the next level. Crazy weapons, hilarious humor, and unforgettable characters. But Ratchet and Clank wasn't just about laughs or innovation. It was heartfelt. Every game made you think.
I need to play these games. My brother loves them.
You okay, Bolts? You came after me.
After creating
Makes
one
sense.
of gaming's most beloved duos, Insomniac didn't slow down. It pivoted with something fresh, while harkening back to its
I think
FPS
PlayStation doesn't want to have these places. Well, I don't know. They're under new management now, so maybe they'll bring it back.
Departure from the animated universes of Spyro and Ratchet. Yet the signature Insomniac DNA was there. It was the story of underdogs fighting for survival, sacrificing for the greater good. Resistance was a triumph. It was critically acclaimed, made PS3 launch, and was a commercial success.
Ted fostered transparency, trust, and a sustainable culture, earning Insomniac recognition as one of the industry's best places to work.
When we worked together on the Oculus deal, now called MetaQuest, you could see how Insomniac operated as a unified force. Ted's leadership is always evident, but so is the collective strength of everyone on that team.
Okay. There we go.
Insomniac's special blend of storytelling and gameplay, along with the perfect
And here's
balance
where they are
of humor
now.
and heart, made them the ideal team to partner with Marvel Games.
We were instantly excited to make Spider-Man with PlayStation and Marvel. Characters are perfect for Insomniac. Peter Parker and Miles Morales fight Sandman and Kraven and Doc Ock, but they've also got to pay the rent. They've also got to try to get to class on time.
Ooh, thanks,
This is my best
Automod.
friend, Harry. Hey, good to meet you.
New job, huh? Still gonna have time for tutoring?
We'll figure it out. And that was perfect for Insomniac because you have the action and you also have the human side of the characters.
I got a second chance. And I'm gonna take advantage of that. But I need you with me, Pete.
Spider-Man isn't just a hero. He's a symbol for resilience, responsibility, and courage. Everything from the swing to the zip to the heart of Peter and Miles Morales, it had to feel authentically real. We evolved as a studio, we pushed the boundaries of our craft, and we weaved in that special Insomniac spirit.
I've had the pleasure of partnering closely with Ted and his incredible team at Insomniac. I couldn't have asked for a more perfect collaborator. But you know what else makes Ted such a perfect partner? He is one of the kindest, most genuine, and humble people I've ever met.
His passion, leadership, and vision helped build the trust and collaboration that made the Marvel partnership a great success.
Ted's career has always been about more than just making games. He's shown that games can truly be a force for good, whether through groundbreaking accessibility tools or fostering a studio culture where creativity thrives because people feel supported and valued. His leadership and his games inspire all of us to do better and prove that positivity can drive greatness.
No matter the challenge, you bring a unique blend of creativity and resolve that inspires everyone around you. Your character and your generosity have made you an incredible leader in the game industry.
With over 100 million units sold, Ted Price's leadership at Insomniac Games has redefined gaming through innovation, inclusivity, and storytelling.
Ted's games are classics, and the joy he and his teams have brought us to those games is more than enough to put him in our Hall of Fame. But it actually goes beyond that, because behind the scenes, the truth is, he's even better. Leading, helping, mentoring. He's a selfless friend, yes, to me and to a generation of creators in our industry. You know, I actually nominate Ted every year for this award, and he always turns it down, saying it should go to others. Well, the truth is, no one deserves it more.
After 30 years of working with him, I can tell you, Ted is relentless. He never gives up. He never stops searching for a way to make the game or the company better.
It is one of the greatest honors of my career to introduce Ted Price, this year's recipient of the Hall of Fame Award.
This would have been a good time for me to get up, by the way, but I was kind of interested in watching all that. Woo!
Y'all really can, sit down. It's okay.
Actually, I'll skip the speech. I'll keep watching, but I'll enjoy the chair cam for now.
Ryan, holy
while I do this.
That meant so much. And to all my friends who were up there, wow, I'm almost speechless. Everything almost went out of my brain, but I actually have a few things to say. I want to thank all my friends, and of course, I want to thank the Academy. And I think I speak for all of us here when I say, Megan, where are you? Megan, you and the Academy team continue to make this the most special event in the industry. And we're also grateful to you for bringing us all together every year. But it is truly an honor to be up here, and I'm humbled by all the nice things people are saying about me. As Ryan said, I was blushing the entire time. And as Ryan also alluded to, it makes me a little uncomfortable being up here because I have always felt strongly, like probably most of the people in this room, that making games is a team sport. Right? It is something that I have felt all my life, and I feel that no matter what our backgrounds are, what our skills are, where we come from, game teams represent a unity of vision that really is increasingly rare in this very divided world today. And I have had such good fortune to see teams share openly and give each other the benefit of the doubt over and over again, and agree to, as Ryan alluded to, solve problems together without judging each other. And when that happens, and I think this happens more often than not in this industry, it often leads to those games that represent the voices and the life experiences of an entire team. And those are the games that, in my opinion, make a lasting and positive impact on players around the world, because those games speak to us all individually in some way. And to me, this is why games will always be the most vibrant art form in the world. And we saw the evidence tonight, right? So I have been just ridiculously lucky to be surrounded by people who really believe that we are better together. Family, friends, teammates, partners. And these are the folks who remind me every day of the importance of teams. So I have so many people to be grateful to. And I want to share my thanks with just a few who have made the biggest impact on me. And I promise it won't be that long, but I really want to thank some folks. I want to start with my mom and dad. My mom and dad right here. My mom and dad are visiting for the first time ever in Las Vegas, which has been quite a week, right? Mom and Dad, thank you for not thinking I was completely insane to start a video game company back in the 1990s. And if you did think I was crazy, you didn't say it. But thank you for always encouraging me and for teaching me the values that have driven me forever. And I will also say, Mom, just like we talked about at dinner last night, thank you for bringing home that Atari 2600 in the 1970s. That really sparked this dream for me, so God appreciate it. I appreciate it. To my brilliant partners of 31 years, Al and Brian Hastings, who can't be here tonight, so I'm looking in the camera. Guys, there would be no Insomniac without you. Thank you for joining me on this crazy ride. To Mark Cerny, who is right there. Mark, you have such a great fan club tonight. It's incredible. Mark, you gave Al, Brian, and me our first shot, and you really taught us how to make games. So thank you so much for your mentorship and your friendship over decades. To all of our beloved Sony producers, I'm going to embarrass you by naming you. Shu Yoshida, who I see here. Connie Booth, who I also know is here. Grady Hunt, who I think is here. R. Demerjian, Joe Castano, and Greg Phillips. Even though y'all work for Sony, all of us at Insomniac truly believe you are Insomniacs. Thank you for having your faith in us. And Connie Booth especially, Connie, wherever you are, you're out there somewhere. Connie, thank you so much for your friendship and your guidance since way, way back. To Jay and Luke and Eric and Tim, the Marvel team, and all the team members, from all of us at Insomniac, thank you for entrusting us with your beloved characters. To Scott Rohde and Herman Hulst, who I know who can't be here tonight, you guys have supported our dreams year after year. Thank you for trusting us with what we do. Now, I have been speaking on behalf of Insomniac and giving a lot of these thanks, but I want to talk about just a few Insomniacs. And in particular, I want to thank a very special group of Insomniacs who I've worked with day after day for many years, and that's our senior leadership team. That is Carrie Dieterle, Chad Dezern, Jen Huang, John Fiorito, Ryan Schneider, and Sean McCabe. You guys are amazing. We really have gone through thick and thin together, and I will always cherish those moments and cherish our friendship forever. And I can't talk about our leadership team without talking about all the Insomniacs. For all the Insomniacs who are here today, who have joined us over the years, thank you not just for believing in our vision, but for working together to create a place I will always call home. This award is as much for all of you as it is for me. And love you. I'm going to miss all of you. And I can't talk about Insomniac without talking about our players. For our players, thank you for being on this continuing journey with us. We do what we do for you. There is one last thank you that I have, and it is a thank you that I haven't had the opportunity to make publicly, and it is a thank you that's been many, many years in the making, and it is to my beautiful wife, Christine. And Christine, I'll bet you've been sitting there thinking, oh my God, he forgot me again. I promise, I didn't. I've been working up to this. It's just taken me a lot of years. And just for those of you who don't know Christine and me, when we met many years ago, we started dating, and I said, you know I'm in the video game industry, right? Are you sure you want to get on this train? Fortunately, she said yes, and we've been happily married for 25 years. So, Christine, thank you for being my soulmate, my best friend, for being an incredible partner in raising 4 amazing kids who I know are watching. Grayson, Kylie, Tinley, and Brennan. Your mom's awesome, right? You know that. And more than that, thank you for being so unfailingly positive about everything and reminding me every single day to see the good in every person and every situation, no matter what. I love you, babe. I do. So you all have been very patient. As I wrap this up, I am getting ready to exit the games industry and join my buddy Don in retirement. He says it's great. Don, I believe you, I think, maybe. But I will be joining all the players and cheering every one of you on from the sidelines. And my hope and my challenge to every leader here and all the game team leaders watching is that we never stop working to make this industry a place where every team member feels welcome and safe to speak up and share their ideas so that together we can continue to make a lasting and positive impact on this crazy world. So congratulations to all the winners tonight, and thank you very much.
Please welcome the co-founder of Windflower Games and an advisor to the Independent Game Summit, Sonny Pavlovich.
Online gaming is now so common, so popular, that it's easy to forget what a tightrope developers have to walk with them. Your online game needs to be accessible, often across devices with vastly different computing power and connection speeds. Your online game needs to be understandable, often across extremely different cultures and languages. And most of all, your online game needs to be fun. Somehow that's the hardest part. But as the following games show, when done right, there's nothing quite like playing against friends, both nearby and on the other side of the globe. Here are the nominees.
The nominees for Online Game of the Year are Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred, Helldivers 2,
Orbital inbound! Charging in an eagle!
Marvel Rivals,
Disappear! Fantastic! I'm opening a portal. Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2,
And the winner is Helldivers 2.
Okay. You know, in one way, it's a little bit embarrassing to go up on stage so many times. But I don't know, I'm kind of out of thank yous. So to the team, to our partners, and to our community. But now, in honesty though, really, I think this award is one that I really would like to dedicate to all of the friends of us as game developers. Because I know a lot of you play video games in your spare time, and at least for me, video games has been a way for me to stay connected to all of my friends across the world, for a way for us to hang out and have a good time, even though we're separated by oceans, separated by vast forests and other geological features. But also, I think this award, more than any, goes out to the millions of Helldivers out there that are on a daily basis fighting for democracy. And to you, the community, being like the nicest bunch in the world. Whenever I join a game, I mean, stealthily, you don't know that you're playing with me, but still, like, I get so much respect from a game that has no safety rails against people abusing each other in the game. And everybody just turns out that they're nice, even though griefing is something that you can do to your heart's content in Helldivers. And it just makes me proud and happy to see the good side of mankind while being a henchman of a totalitarian regime. So, thank you.
For the community.
Yeah.
There's a simple reason that mobile games are so successful. Almost everyone has access to them, right here and right now. So no matter what age you are, where you live,
Helldivers
there's a chance you have a phone
winning
and you know how to
online
use a touch
game.
screen.
Makes sense.
Mobile games reach across audiences and demographics.
Kind of surprised Marvel
Regular people
Rivals
who
didn't
never
win, to be
describe
honest.
themselves as gamers are still
I'm
have a
staying up
favorite way
tonight,
to enjoy
guys.
themselves on the go.
I don't
And
even
let's
know
be
to
honest,
sleep anyway with how much my neck is
probably a
hurting.
good chance someone in
Also,
this
don't have
audience is
anything.
playing on
I don't have anything to take for the pain either.
I won't stop you until
Because
every one of these.
I
Nominees for
forgot
Mobile
to
Game
buy
of the Year.
stuff when we ran out.
For Mobile Game of
I
the
texted my roommate when he was out, but it was too late. He was already on his way home, or he's already home by the time I texted him. So I got nothing. Just endure the pain right now. Yeah, Mobile Game of the Year.
Halls of Torment.
Halls of Torment. Oh. Looks like it could be fun. Sorry, you guys will realize I'm not wearing my headphones. That might be a good thing right now for me. I'm wearing my earbuds with the stream on my phone. It's synced up perfectly with the Twitch stream. I don't want to wear my headphones right now. This kind of works out. I won't hear alerts, but... Oh, right. I have a...
Paper Trail.
For... Yeah, it reached out to me. Are they done? That was a raid.
Wuthering Waves.
And the winner is Mobile Game of the Year. Balatro.
Electro? Yeah. Electro. Put on my headphones right now because just make sure everything's synced up proper. Like it is synced up, everything's like the same, but I only had one side of my.
Just left to finish his run, but this is again, this is amazing. I think I know that bringing this game to mobile probably added a few gray strands to Local Thung's beautiful hair. But I also know that the thing he likes the most to see from in this wild journey is when he sees people play a game of Balatro in a weird place, like in the pub, or in a hospital waiting room, or at the Rockets basketball game, wherever they are. And I think that is something you can only achieve on mobile. And how many of you have handed their phone to like a parent or someone who doesn't really play games and lost their phone for like an hour? And that is just a cool experience. So I hope it was worth it for you, because I think you need to put up some new shelves in your home. Thanks.
Welcome to the stage, former producer for the Halo franchise and current head of film and television for Xbox, Kiki Wolfkill.
Okay. I didn't know this. I also didn't have a face for this new role, so.
Family games aren't just titles made for all
Because this was
audiences. Although that is true, there are also games that help us interact with the people we love, and they give us stories.
I'm pretty sure this was Sarah
Whether
Bond's
a
role
game
before,
about
right?
a robot
Or am I wrong?
rescuing his
I'm
friends,
probably wrong.
or a little cat on a big adventure, or a storybook character escaping the page. The following nominees show how brilliant design that's accessible to everyone can bring families together. Or in the case of Super Mario Party Jamboree, gently tear those families apart. Just a little bit. The nominees are...
Only played the one night of Jamboree, but it was fun. I liked it.
Astrobot.
I gotta do more Jamboree. Family Game of the Year, Astrobot. Good choice. So she alluded to Mario Party and Plucky Squire. So I honestly thought these games were shovelware, but they're getting nominated for awards. Okay. When this game came out, people were talking about it for like the week that it came out. It was on. I heard about it on the radio. Why I was listening to the radio? Don't ask me. I was in the car. It was on.
The Plucky Squire.
They were talking about it on the radio. Plucky Squire would be my choice. I feel like this is a great family game, but storybook adventure,
In search of adventure, battling beasts.
puzzle
Super
games.
Mario Party Jamboree.
Oh, wow, that's fun. Oh, I want to do a snowboarding game. Oh, I gotta play more of this game. Oh my god, we barely scratched the surface with this game here.
Winner is Astrobot.
Astrobot, hell yeah! It's hard. The same games keep winning all these awards.
Right. Wow, family games. You know,
We got
this
sweeps
is
from
what we
Helldivers
care so
to
much about this category. So
Balatro.
once again, Team Asobi, back home. Oh, 64 of you, well done. From the bottom of my heart.
What was the
this
other
is
one
what
I was
did.
thinking of?
65 minus 1 is 64.
Mm.
Yeah, family games, it's really important for us because we all have memories, right, from the first games we played. And the people who made those games, they are shaping our lives, you know, and we all ended up working in
They're
this
in the
industry
audience.
because maybe at some point our eyes, cross paths with a video game that was amazing. And so we take it as it's a huge duty, but also a massive privilege to be the people to put games in the hands of kids for the first time. And so this award means the world to us. So thank you so much. Thank you.
So some of you may know that I was a race car driver in a former life, but I also started my career in racing games, so this category is near and dear to my heart. For many of us, racing games offer the ultimate wish fulfillment, driving exotic cars at breakneck speeds, making that perfect pass, playing race engineer and modding to your heart's content, no wallet required. Racing games offer the thrill of wheel-to-wheel competition with the adrenaline rush of decelerating from 230 miles per hour into a corner to dive. And where else can you practice your four-wheel drift in the streets of Tokyo without getting a ticket? There's nothing like it. The nominees for Racing Game of the Year are...
The nominees for Racing Game of the Year are F1 24.
F1, is that free? Did I say that one was free? No, the manager game is free this weekend.
Off we go, back into the race.
MotoGP 24.
I feel like nobody talks about the MotoGP games. I remember playing, I think it was 06 on the Xbox 360. I can't remember.
Night Runners Prologue.
I was it was the demo. I kept playing the demo over and over again. But I thought it was pretty good. I didn't have much to play on the 360 at the time. That's it?
Dual envelope angst.
Oh.
And the winner is
Cool.
F1 24.
Yeah. This is the sound of cards racing. Yeah, so like Astrobot. I don't think Final Fantasy won any awards. Astrobot, Black Myth, Indiana Jones,
team out in Guilford, from Family Sports. Thank you so much.
Helldivers. These are the games that are sweeping right now. And then the odd categories where they don't fit. None of those games fit. Other games won.
From developer and publisher Dreamhaven, please welcome to the stage Amy and Mike Morheim.
Whoever came up with the phrase, "there are no more original ideas," hasn't met game designers. Even though our industry has been around,
I mean, they're all inspired by other ideas. So.
we're still constantly finding new ways and better ways to play. The difference between a good game and a great game often comes down to how it's designed and how well the vision is shared among the development team.
The games in this category are a testament to the power and limitlessness of creativity. They stand apart from their compelling design, originality, and will be playing them for many years to come. The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Game Design are...
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Game Design are Animal Well.
I would say that's very appropriate.
Astrobot. Balatro.
See, do I just play? I play Playroom off stream. Do I play Astrobot off stream, or should I stream it?
Helldivers 2.
I feel like Helldivers is gonna win this. Maybe Astrobot. I would say give it to Animal Well. They didn't win any awards tonight. Give Donkey an award. I know it's not gonna go to Donkey, but... Oh! This is a nice addition here. I didn't expect this. This is a game I want to play too. Games, I guess, but... Love to check out that game.
And the winner is... Astrobot.
Woo! Astrobot! Is Astrobot the biggest surprise game of 2024? I think so.
Thank you so much. Once again, really game design. I mean, it's like really touching. So once again, Team Asobi back in Japan, they're watching this, and I really want to shout out to the amazing game design team, you know, led by Hironori Yatoku. But of course, it's not just the game design team. You know, the way we work is that everybody really chips their ideas, and you know, from our prototypes to the way it goes to art, animation, you know, audio, everybody chips in. And it's very hard to isolate, you know, game design, honestly, as a single discipline. Is truly a teamwork. And I'd like to add one more, actually, the music. We have our composer tonight, Kenny Young, and I don't know where you are, Kenny. Where are you? But, you know, the galloping soundtrack, the tempo of the game is not possible without music, you know, that comes and just, you know, becomes a marriage with the game and the game design. So, Kenny, thank you so much. And everybody at Team Asobi, well done. Thank you so much.
One of the hardest questions game directors get is, what does a game director do? It's a complicated job that's not nearly as simple to explain as, say, a movie director or a CIA director. Game directors are the glue that keep games together. They make sure all the various teams with all the various ideas come together to make one fluid experience.
Directing a game means you have to know and do a little bit of everything. And the games nominated for Outstanding Achievement in Game Direction show us what happens when you get it just right. Unique experiences that express the whole team's creativity. The nominees are...
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Game Direction are 1000 Times Resist.
How does it feel to know you're going to outlive us all? You never seen someone cry before?
I have. Many times.
This is really, though, this isn't what the category is, though.
We can meet each other all over again.
They're talking about game directors. But this is for game direction. That's not necessarily... like best game director job. Like, isn't like this isn't
Lorelei and the Laser Eyes.
the direction of what the game. Like it's what it does and how it's executed and achieved. Not, I don't know. This is a weird one for me.
Rivet.
According to my
Rivet.
most recent measurements, it appears that
Cyan Worlds Inc.
the age has entered its final days.
I've never heard of that.
Goodness you're here.
I feel like this one should win, actually.
Goodness, you're here. Good grief, lad. The front door's right there. We're 10 stories up for crying out loud.
I gotta play that one too.
Winner is Animal Well.
Ooh! It finally won an award.
All right, well, was not expecting this, but yeah, so Animal Well is pretty much the result of me being kind of like left to my own devices throughout all of development, and this is the result. But yeah, honestly, it would not be nearly as good of a game if it weren't for all like the feedback and the testing and the play testing from my partner Dan, everyone at Big Mo, Jason and Leah, my girlfriend Madison. All that, they just, you know, played the game so much and gave their thoughts, and yeah, I'm just super grateful. This is amazing. Thank you so much.
Please welcome back Stella Chung and Greg Miller.
We're doing Game of the Year. Wrapping it up.
It's still so long.
I know.
It's such a long walk this year. I'm not getting over it. Good news, everybody. We are almost done. We're at the final award, everybody.
Yes. Game of the Year.
But an award this big should be presented by someone just as big.
Please welcome the DICE award-winning writer and director behind games like The Last of Us, Uncharted 4, and the upcoming intergalactic The Heretic Prophet.
Naughty Dog, head of studio and head of creative, Neil Druckmann.
Hell yeah.
I'm thrilled to be presenting tonight's final honor, Game of the Year, to such a tremendous group of nominees. The studios behind tonight's nominees, all of whom are nominated in this category for the first time, represent a range of brilliant creativity, craft, and artistry. The games these teams have created are shining examples of the kind of diverse, broad experiences games have to offer. Know that whoever wins, each nominee should take immense pride that they were selected by their peers. You all have captivated audiences and inspired countless current and future developers to push our medium forward. So without further ado, I'm excited to announce this year's Game of the Year. The nominees are...
The nominees for Game of the Year are Astrobot,
If Astrobot wins this and the Game Awards, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, that's so cool. I need to play this game. Gorilla Land.
Balatro,
What won? Black Myth won Game of the Year for something, right? Was it the IGN Game of the Year? Or... They won some Game of the Year. I know Astrobot won Kind of Funny's Game of the Year.
Black Myth, Wukong,
Yeah. I imagine this could win, but Astrobot's been sweeping. Maybe Helldivers is on here. I don't even know what the nominees are, so. Is Helldivers on here?
Helldivers 2.
Yeah. Probably either Helldivers or Astrobot. For freedom.
Indiana Jones and the Great
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, it could be Indiana Jones, because all these games have been sweeping. They all have equal claim to the game of the year.
Temple, maybe a rite of passage for Khmer warriors.
I'm curious, what's it gonna be?
And the game of the year is. These are good games.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats to Team Asobi. It's Astrobot.
Oh shit! PlayStation, you gotta have him make more Astrobot. Look how happy Mark Cerny is. Awesome, Astrobot.
Thank you very much. Wow. Once again, I cannot stand here, without mentioning Team Asobi. So back home, it's Friday morning in Japan. They finished lunch. They had a great review, I hope. And look at you. The world is watching you once again. You put your love and heart into this game. And, today you sing the rewards of that. I can't thank you enough. I wish you were all here together. Thank you so much. And, really, from the bottom of my heart, I just want to thank you for every single day that you put in. We should also thank, all the partners. I know it's the classic kind of thank you round, but I mean, we couldn't be making Team Asobi as a studio, without the trust, of our leaders, Herman and Scott Roddy and many others. And, Astrobot was a celebration of 30 years of PlayStation. I think I said it before, but I mean, the number of publishers who came and raised their hand without asking anything in return just to be part of this was amazing. And the TPR team that organized all of this and got us talking to these teams did an amazing job, really. And so playing Astrobot is also like, revisiting 30 years of, video games. And to them, really, to all these publishers, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And please, a round of applause for them. Perhaps there's a couple of things I'd like to close this with. I've already made a Nintendo joke, so we're not going to go there. But I mean, we were able to
make an Xbox joke.
Reconnect with the family audience with this game, and that was really, really important to us because it is something that we felt we had lost. And being able to reconnect, and talk to the audience again was really, really important. But also making a game that isn't, 200 hours long. It was actually quite compact, quite small, with a small team. And I think right now we need to remember that, the fun and the magic can come from very small things, So I hope it serves perhaps as an advice or, for people to give them confidence to do small things, because I think the industry needs it right now as well. And finally, the people that we nominated tonight, honestly, you deserve to win it as much as we do. So to all of you, well done, and thank you very, very much to the Academy for organizing. Thank you.
One more time for Astrobot, everybody! You've done it. You've made it through another DICE, but this is my 9th time hosting DICE, and I've never taken a selfie with everybody. So if we could all crowd in a little bit. Come here, do this.
What in the entire room there?
That's it. What a night, everybody.
Everyone looks gorgeous in that
Everyone
photo.
looks great.
Congratulations to all the nominees and winners. Thank you to the Academy voters.
And thanks to everyone watching at home.
Yes, and I want to take a quick thank you to a quick moment to thank our producers and everyone backstage who made this show happen. Thank you so much.
This is my first time watching this.
It's all teamwork.
It's like Ted Price said, it takes a village.
Yes, exactly. Also, special shout out to Marissa, who offered to bring me a whole wine bottle.
Oh, wow.
Thank you for that. But on that note, good night, everybody. And we do have an after party after this, so we'll see you there.
Aw, missing out on the after party. This is cool. Cool celebration of games. Celebration of Astrobot. Of Helldivers. Yeah, it was a good show. That was I mean it's nice to watch it finally. For the mostly for like the comparison of the Game Awards. The amount of people I see like just so salty about the Game Awards being like, enough with all this you know, like presentation and everything, enough with the announcements and the commercials and the skits and all this other stuff, and just focus on the award show. And it's like, well, this is what this is. This was strictly an award show. And granted, I'm not a huge fan of award shows in general. I don't watch them anymore. I don't watch any of the Hollywood ones. I don't watch movie, TV, music. I gotta sneeze, guys. They're holding it to the end of the stream for this one. But yeah, I don't watch them anymore. But I mean, this one feels like, you know, like a proper celebration of games in the industry. And it's just like, if you want that good award show, that's what this is. This was good. I liked it. And also showcasing the people in the industry who have been here for so long, and the impact that they've had on you know, the work and the art that everybody in that room has worked on, and the inspiration for that is awesome. Love seeing that. But that's it for me. I gotta work on stuff. So yeah, I don't even know if I'm uploading this to YouTube. I'm streaming it live on Twitch. I'll probably upload it to YouTube because nobody's watching on Twitch, and this was a last minute thing. I've been promoted or anything. So if you're watching this, thanks for watching. You can watch live streams over at twitch.tv/TilPlays or youtube.com/@TilPlaysLive. So not this channel, @TilPlaysLive. On the other channel, that's where the live streams go. Unless there's specific ones like this, they'll get uploaded here to this channel later. Speaking of, by the time I upload this, I probably would have my reaction to the PlayStation State of Play available, so you can watch that. That was a great showcase to start off the year, so I'm excited to see where this year goes. And we had Xbox and PlayStation, now we just need Nintendo, and that's coming up soon in thanks IGN. That's coming up soon in April. So looking forward to the Switch 2. Let me know what your game of the year was in the comments down below, and hopefully I'll see you next time at a live stream. Also, go check out our podcast, Spawn Trap, youtube.com/@SpawnTrapGames. We got a new episode out. Go listen now.